Have you ever really liked someone, started dating them, and then you got attached? Then maybe it didn't work out, you felt super disappointed? Today we're going to be talking about how to date from a place of non-attachment. This doesn't mean you're going to be stoic or cold-hearted. It just means that you're going to be able to enjoy people's company, give and receive in perfect harmony, but from a place of not having an attachment to who or how or when that person shows up. I know that might sound a little weird, especially in the love and dating realm, especially if you have felt like you've been attached to someone before. That's okay. I'm going to be introducing a principle that's going to help you invite love in instead of block it. Be sure to stay till the end because I'm going to share one of my favorite resources on how to magnetize love. Also, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be alerted anytime I'm producing new content. Hey, my name is Michelle Ariana, and I absolutely love helping ambitious women create the clarity, confidence, and alignment to attract love. This channel is the place to be to create a healthy, empowered relationship, first starting with yourself. Okay, today we're going to be talking about dating from a place of non-attachment. Here's an example. When I say non-attachment, I mean decide what you want, declare it, write about it, journal about it, feel as if you have the love in your life that you want. I go over these techniques in this video on how to manifest a specific person. Check that out when you get a chance. Check this video out on manifesting love. It's also a good one. Those are the basic principles. You want to have a positive expectation. Decide and declare what you want. Know that love is possible for you. Believe that it's possible for you and that you do deserve it. Feel worthy and deserving. And these are all practices that may not come natural to some people, especially if you've endured trauma or had bad experiences or just have had low self-esteem throughout your life. These are things you can actually strengthen just like a muscle. If you're going to go work on your physical fitness or build new muscle groups, it takes repetition and time. It's okay. Give yourself that grace. But just know, as we start talking about dating from a place of non-attachment, this opens up your ability to manifest better than you can imagine. Because the minute that you think or decide that this is the person for you, it has to be this person, you kind of close out any other options that the divine or the universe might have for you. Sometimes in our smaller ego selves, we can't see the broader perspective of what the universe or God is trying to bring towards us. What your job to do is to, step one, be clear about what you want. Not necessarily who you want, but be clear about what you want. If you desire a committed, loving, passionate, intimate, pleasurable relationship, then decide that, write about it, be clear about it, create a vision board around it or a mind movie so that you can focus your mind around it. Ultimately, feel the feeling of what it's gonna feel like when you have the thing that you desire. If you want some support with this, this is a great resource. It's my Frequency of Love course. In it, you're gonna learn the 3 steps to tuning your energy to the frequency of love so that you can actually attract it with ease and grace. This is a great course because it's going to teach you how to be clear about what you desire and how to align with it. So once you're clear and you decide what you want, give attention to it, put focus on it. That's all good. Step 2 is you're going to want to appreciate or be in gratitude, the feeling of thankfulness or gratitude that the thing you want, i.e. the beloved, specific person, soulmate, divine relationship, whatever it is you're attracting, is already in your life. Give thanks that it's already done, even if it's in your imagination. If you can imagine that you're in a relationship, it's possible for you. If you can get the feeling of how you think you're going to feel when you're in love, then that situation is possible for you. Again, this gets into other sciences like metaphysics, quantum physics, understanding how energy works. But there's a whole science behind what you focus on actually allows you to create or attract that into your life, for you to experience it. So if you are already able to imagine or feel like you're already in a loving relationship, then that's possible for you. So you can, in full integrity, give thanks, meaning be grateful in advance for that happening. Now, for example, if you can't imagine it, that's okay. You can still be in appreciation or give gratitude. All you have to do is think to yourself or ask yourself, if I was in this divine relationship that I desire, if I was in my most ideal partnership, or if I manifested a specific person or my soulmate, how would I feel? Could I be thankful for that? So then you're using your imagination. And I know this might be different than what you've experienced in the past, or maybe you've been privy to using your imagination. Comment below. Have you used the law of attraction or the power of your mind and feelings to manifest or attract things into your life? I'd love to hear about it. But if this is new to you, it's totally okay. By simply asking yourself, what would it feel like? Could I be thankful? If I was already experiencing a life with my beloved, could I be thankful for that? So then that's what you want to start being thankful for in advance. That's actually what true prayer is. Prayer is not groveling to God, asking for your wishes to be met. No, true prayer is thankfulness. It's gratitude in advance for that end outcome being done. It's cultivating the feeling within yourself that you already have the thing that you want. And it gets to show up in the most magical way. So that leads me to step 3 in coming from a place of non-attachment. You want to give your desire, get clear about your desire, be thankful in advance for it, but let it go, surrender it. Another way to do this, you could write, I'm so happy, thankful, and grateful. I now have my most perfect divine partner, soulmate. And then you could burn that piece of paper as a symbol of releasing it, not being attached to the end outcome. You could rip it up with the intention that God and the universe take this and bring it to me in the most divine ways. And now the key to having non-attachment is to say this: I give thanks in advance. It's either this person that I'm imagining, or it's either happening at this time or better than I can imagine. This leaves an opportunity for both magic and the divine to come in and give you better than you can imagine. It allows you to manifest at a higher frequency without trying to control the end outcome, without trying to grip so tightly to it being a specific person, or it has to happen at a certain time, or it has to look a certain way when this person comes in. When you get into that energy, just think about this logically for a moment. When you get into that energy of control or needing it to be a certain way or a certain person, that's not the same energy as actually having love flow in, free flowing, where there's spontaneity and possibility and joy and magic and just newness to it. That's a different feeling. Think about how that feels versus it's got to be this person, it has to look this way, they have to come in at this certain time, I have to be married, or I have to have XYZ. That, like, again, there's nothing wrong with having these dreams and desires. If you have that, all you need to do is go into your imagination and visualize that coming up for you, that being a reality for you, and feeling as if it's possible and that it's done. But again, by having an attachment, by thinking it has to be that way and feeling the heaviness or the constriction that it needs to be a specific person, otherwise you'll die, or otherwise you won't be happy, or otherwise you'll be disappointed, like, that's the work. That's where we do the deeper work of, okay, where might your inner child need some extra love? Where might you need forgiveness with yourself or the past? Where might you have an unhealed wound that needs tending to? Now, if you want more support with that, I highly recommend you checking out my NLP breakthrough immersion. It's a full, intense 1-day VIP day with me where we dive deep into what's holding you back in love. And then it's 3 months of follow-up coaching to help that change and transformation reinforce. It's quite an undertaking, but it's incredibly powerful. It's like you're doing 10 years of therapy in a 3-month period. So if you would like extra support with that, I would check that resource out. I'll put a link in the description to the website where you can read more about that. But the whole point is, when you come from a place of non-attachment, when you allow the levity and the lightness and the playfulness to be there, where you be clear about what you want, imagine it, feel it, be thankful for it, and let it go. And trust that this or better gets to show up. And you can actually say that. Say that to yourself. I give thanks that this person or the most ideal relationship for me or better than I can imagine is showing up. And feel the relaxation and the sensations in your body with that. Here's an example. I saw this on Instagram, and I don't remember who did it, but it was a great visual example. So I want you to imagine whenever we try to hold on to something or pull something close to us, we're attached to it, look what happens. It swings away. Whenever we try to resist or push away something, especially with negative energy, that we're like, I don't want this, it swings towards us. So when you come from a place of neutrality, non-attachment, just stillness, thankfulness, thank you for this or better than I can imagine. There's a neutral space, and you can dance with this. You can move with it. Another example with attachment is if you try to grab a hold of something. For example, I'm holding on to this, right? I'm attached to it. I'm gripping it tightly. If I want to pick something else up, I can't. Like, it's just not feasible because this is taking up space. However, if I let it go and I set it down, it frees up space for God, the universe, to bring me, for me to receive what I want. So those are simplistic visuals, but hopefully it drives home the point that when we come from a place of attachment with someone, it can actually create the opposite effect and repel and create resistance and actually push them away. You know, when we try to grip something so tightly, it swings away from us. So hopefully those 3 steps help you. Step 1, be clear about what you want, imagine it, live into it, looking at it as if you're imagining through your own eyes as if it's happening. Step 2, be grateful and thankful in advance that it's done. And step 3, surrender it, release it. Come from the energy or the feeling that I'm so thankful it's either this person or at this time or better than I can imagine. I'm open to however this divine relationship wants to show up. Comment below, does that help? Would that allow you to create more fluidity and energy for you? Have you tried coming from a place of non-attachment? I'd love to hear it. Also, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be alerted anytime I'm creating new content to help you attract the most ideal relationship for you. Be sure to grab my free love attraction quiz plus guide. In it, you can tell if you are attracting or blocking love. I list out the 15 sabotaging beliefs that block women from love and how to clear them so that you can attract in the relationship that you desire and deserve. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, it's Michelle Ariana. I'll talk to you soon.